as a leader of this organization, sort of try to bring unity in this project. The unity was helped by what happened, but you know, people must have been kind of worried as what happened as a result of that. What happened on the ground?
Of that night, you mean?
Oh no, for the days thereafter. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because really, in the days after this, I guess the fight, melee, whatever they call it, in the street that night, we were taking a beating in the media. I mean, it was so bad. And the example that they were trying to make of us, I had to call my membership together, and I warned them about what the spin the media is putting on this thing. We know that's not true. It's best you turn it off, because we had our own members second guessing whether we should have stood up for our jobs or not. And when you begin to second guess, then you become so vulnerable to any type of spin that's out there. And it's like, a lot of times I deal with my attorneys. They're there to give us guidance, legal opinions, but sometimes I have to let them know too, you are attorneys, but I'm a labor leader. And there's certain things we have to do. And if we get in trouble, we expect you to get us out. But because, and they did, and one of the defense attorneys that was guarding these guys so much, we tried to let them know that, we cannot accept any kind of plea. We cannot do some of these things because of what it means to the movement. He said, listen, my job is to get my guy off the hook. My job is to keep him from going to prison. I don't want to hear about all this labor stuff. And it wasn't until he came to the victory celebration, and Spinner and all those guys were there, and IOW. We also had the International Dock Workers Conference, the first annual conference being held. So we had all international people there. And it was only after that he wrote me a letter and said, you know what? He did not understand what we were trying to tell him. But now he did. There was much more than just keeping a guy out of jail. There was a whole lot more to the struggle when he saw and heard these speakers come one after the other, talking about the significance of this struggle. So, and I think it was a learning experience for us. We had never been there before. But I think my membership has become much more enlightened as to global issues and not being concerned with what's going on across the river, but across the world. And that we are all in one global community. And as these corporations become more aggressive, and I think someone said, they are the ones that are now becoming more militant toward the working class instead of unions becoming more militant. It's more, we are responding to the militancy we are seeing coming from the corporate side of things. And so I think I have a much more enlightened membership as a result of this. We come out on the other end much stronger, much better. We now have our own resources set aside for these type of fights, not only for ourselves, but to support others, because we saw that there were other unions that were prepared to help in situations like this, and this union being one of them. And so we have now sort of like duplicated that, and actually are responding to struggles all over the country and all over the world just the way the IOW responded to us.